What's up, everybody? Rob Ferrari here, and we're going to talk about not that one, not that one, not that one, but we're going to talk about this 488 Spider over here because I made this thing happen. I made it work, essentially, where obviously it was in an accident earlier this year, and there was one part that really kicked my ass, and that part was right over here. It was the door where the airbag blows out. They told me it was going to be 2 months to get a new door, and I'm like, well, how am I going to be without a car for 2 months? That would have totaled the car out, right? Because an insurance company makes sure before they allow you to fix it that all the parts are available. And if the parts aren't available, then they may total it out because the claim for loss of use may be more than the car is worth. Again, and the only thing I was able to do is I was able to order the door panel, which was $6,000. I was like, what? $6,000 for a door panel? That's absurd. And then 2 months. So 3 months later, they send it, but they sent the wrong piece. 3 months later, they sent the piece where the handle and the speaker are. And I was like, wait, what? You sent the wrong piece? And then another 2 months later, I ended up getting the right piece. So it was 5 months after the accident that I actually got the right piece. This is what I had to deal with. And this fix here, which I know some of you guys may say, like, that doesn't look too bad, right? But I think it looks terrible. But that fix was a local leather shop for $100, stitching back the door. So we have that together. But now the new door is here, and this car is in great shape, and it's back to normal. The new door makes it look like a new car. Look at that. This is what I'm talking about. So this car is as mint as it gets. Now the car has, I think it's about 7,000 miles on it, which isn't a lot. Usually I see 15 to 20,000 miles, but with a car that's got such a heavy window sticker, it doesn't see a lot of like low volume rentals. Now here, see, these cars both have roughly the same amount of mileage, but the Ferrari has a little wear here and a little wear there. That's the extent of the wear that you're going to see on the car. The steering wheel is perfect. The floor mats, actually, I was surprised that the leather floor mats held up so well. I wasn't expecting that. Those are perfect. There's no physical damage on the car anywhere, and these seats I can get touched up, and that'll cost me a couple $100, and then this car will be as good as new. So here's what you see. You get and there's two different types of rental companies. There's the rental companies that do high volume for a low cost, and then you get this beat up 70,000 mile car with damage all over it. And then you go to a good, I don't want to call it a good company, but like you go to a company that rents out, and this car is still dirty from the last rental, but you go to a company that gives you a nice, clean, when I say stripper car, wrong terminology because strippers are people too and they buy cars, but a car with no options. When you pop the hood here, you'll see a list. Remember I had my list of over $100,000 in options on this car? This car has a bunch of terrific options on it. The ones that you get from most of the other companies, base everything, no options, super high miles, not really maintained well. Their whole goal is to crank it out, depreciate it down to essentially zero, and then have somebody sell it and pretend like it wasn't a rental car. I don't really do that. I put together good cars. I mean, it's a 2017 488 Spider, 2019 Huracan Spider, both gorgeous cars, good set of options on them, and weathered the season very well. Now, I point these cars out because you remember, oh my God, you got all these crashes. I had a couple of crashes early on in the year, and I said it seems to come in waves. I did most of the seasonal volume after those and have had no accidents since. So it just, again, it comes in waves. That just happened to be at the worst possible time for that to happen. But season's over now, and now we're going into fall. These cars, I think the Ferrari I'm going to send down to Miami for the winter. This one, maybe it'll go to Miami, depends how the Ferrari does, or it'll stay up here. And I'll start getting 2 other coupes, Ferrari coupes and Lamborghini coupes that we have up here in New York in the winter. But back in the game, obviously looks much better with the door. Believe it or not, and you look at that door and I look at that door and I give my disapproval of it, but it saved the rentals for the summer for me. And not one person even mentioned it. Nobody. And I was like, wow, how do people not even notice? And I was going to say, yeah, we had to repair the door, but not one person said a thing about it. So everybody enjoyed it. The car has done very well this summer, as has the Lamborghini. I am very happy, and that's the story of the $100 door repair that saved my summer, my 488. So there you go, a little behind the scenes on the rental operation. Those two, obviously, it's a Monday now. I'm off to Canada. Thank you guys for watching. I will catch you next time. Just a little update. And before I throw this thing into this giant pile of storage bin, which it will be a whole nother video, but I've got so much in parts. Carbon rotors, torque tubes, differentials. I mean, you carbon rotor, SLR brakes. I've got the McLaren 12C brakes, Ferrari. I've got so many parts that are in the boxes that haven't even been opened. But we'll get to all that. So thanks for watching. Stay tuned. See you next time. For those of you not familiar with my other company, I started a company called Adventure Drives, which combines driving and bucket list travel. It's a lot of fun. If you're interested, prices can be done per person. Don't worry if you don't have somebody to go with you. We can match you up with somebody. You can check the link in the description for adventuredrives.com and sign up today.